our video will be to explain two important machines that the Genesis Lab uses.
The Genesis Lab will forge the future for FJA to advance our school community.
The t-shirt transfer press is used to transfer printed vinyl onto materials to create a product.
Our second machine is a solder machine, which some call a soldering gun. This is used to join metals together. Although there are many tools within the Genesis Lab, my tool can easily be missed due to its small size. Although this is one of the smaller machines, when working with metal, this device can be absolutely crucial. The Weller WE-S51 is a 50-watt soldering pen that can reach temperatures between 350 and 850 degrees. Our machine is made in Mexico. Although we have a smaller machine, large companies and factories will use these on larger scales to join pieces of metal much larger than we would. This also includes using much higher temperatures. This is seen outside the lab a lot for technology, especially for circuit boards. This tool is used for things such as circuit boards, jewelry, crafts, and iron pieces. This is done through heating metals consisting of tin together, creating a mechanical bond with electrical conducting. As stated above, the machine can reach temperatures near 900 degrees. With that being said, the product should be joined together and should not be touched and should be placed onto a safe surface. Along with that, the operator must be careful of their hands and other body parts. Heat gloves can be worn and should be worn. Safety glasses should be worn as well to ensure eye safety. Once you have the two pieces of material that you wish to bind together, prepare the piece of solder by heating up the tip. Make sure you're being careful as the heat is very hot. Once the solder begins to melt, put the materials in place you wish and connect the molten metal to the pieces and let it cool. When finished, make sure to turn off all the equipment and to clean the tip of the gun with the moist sponge and put it back in its housing. This machine can be used for many things, but in our lives it would most likely be used for crafts, which can be made in the Genesis Lab. Flux is not needed. What everyone must know is the safety measures that must be taken to ensure the machine is used correctly and that the operator's hands, eyes, and arms are safe.
Along with Max's machines come the larger machines that are used for many different things. The machine I will show and explain is the heat transfer press that uses heat to convert vinyl prints into masterpieces. This machine is the 16 by 24 heat press by Power Heat Press. In larger factories, this can be used using bigger pieces of vinyl to create much larger products. This can be used to print on a cloth. However, using polyester may work. It is not always recommended though. When using polyester, make sure to test the material and the heat before the final print. Our machine can make items such as t-shirts, blankets, hats, and other products. This machine works using heat up to 500 degrees Fahrenheit to bind vinyl to other materials. When making items such as t-shirts and materials that can wrinkle or burn, the machine operator must test the material before making the final product, and they must also make sure they do not press too hard for too long. The machine reaches high temperatures, so the underside of the machine, which causes the vinyl to bind, must be avoided at all costs. Also, before printing, a Teflon sheet must be used to avoid burning of the material. Although safety goggles and other accessories are not needed, simple measures must be taken. When clamping down and pulling up on the lever, one must be careful because it is connected to a spring that can quickly shoot upward. This machine takes printed vinyl that has a sticky backing and uses heat to press it onto other material. When preparing this machine, the vinyl must be cut in the exact way you wish for it to be shown on the final product. This is because once it is heated, it cannot be undone or removed. Once printed, excess material must be cut off and then the operator can place the material where they wish onto the other material before forming the final product. Due to the heat, not all materials can be printed on. However, many things can be made with this machine as long as you know what you're doing and what material to use. Peers of ours should know how to use this machine as it is very important to the Genesis Lab. The Genesis Lab is full of machines and tools that will forge our school's advancement. Whether you are new to these machines or have experience, there is always room for improving and learning more.
Cole and I explained only two of the tools we have in the Genesis Lab, so make your way up to the 7500s to see how great the lab is.